Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Dolly. Hi, Barry. How are you doing today?
We're
Well,
good,
good,
thank
Lindsay.
you.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. I'm a music nerd, so to be able to talk to you both, this is just a wonderful day. But
That's great.
I'll start off.
Thank you.
Happy belated birthday, Dolly and Barry. Congratulations on the success of this album going number one, introducing an entire new generation to the Gibb Brothers songbook.
Wow.
What has the journey been like the last couple of weeks for you?
Well, the number one was the one thing I never expected. Um, I hoped that people would like it, and I hoped that some people would actually understand what it is we were trying to do. Um, but to have the chart success that it had is beyond me, just beyond me. I always sort of hope for the best, prepare for the worst, because that's my nature, because the Bee Gees have always had that kind of thing happen to them. You can have a lot of success and then suddenly the decade changes and so do you. And so does the industry, rather. So, this was something I would never have expected. I just didn't. And so now I'm sort of upside down again. And I have to say to people, you've changed my life again. Do you know how insane this is? Now I have to go back to work.
Well, I have to say though, Barry, you have earned it and you deserve it. I mean, your music and the
Oh,
songs that you've been part of all these years and your voice, I mean, it's like it's a good time.
oh,
It's a good time
well,
for
you're
these
very
great
kind.
songs to come back to life, to come again. And for people like me
Yeah,
and all the wonderful artists that you had on it, we think it's a great honor and a great privilege to get to be part of something so great. And I'm
well,
just
you're
so
very
happy
kind.
for
Well,
you that it really is doing so well. And I'm just proud to be part of it.
as I am, as I am. I feel like a fly on the wall no matter what. So, just having witnessed all of these incredible people, incredible artists singing our songs is always going to be a rush for me. And I can only put it right alongside Glastonbury. And you know what I mean.
Oh, yes, I do.
Yeah.
What a thrill that is to work the festival in
Oh, amazing.
Glastonbury.
Just
Yeah.
amazing.
Well, I
So,
don't know what that's like, but I know what it is to watch you both at that festival. But
well,
Dolly, I have
the pyramid stage means a lot and to every artist. So I hope they have more. I hope they have more.
you will keeping it positive. But Dolly, I'm curious. We all kind of know the history with you and Barry about Islands in the Stream. Was that the first time you met Barry? And do you remember like that moment?
I
Yeah.
remember it very well. That is the first time I met Barry. He
Yeah, it
was
is.
working with Kenny Rogers, and
Yeah.
they had brought me down to sing on the song. But I loved Kenny. I always loved his voice, and I loved Barry and the Bee Gees. And just being there with the two of them was like overwhelming. But I knew Kenny, and he's more country, and he was. But with Barry, it was like meeting an idol, for the first time, and he was producing
An
it,
idol,
and
idol.
I was just it was a big thrill, and the success that came from that really just changed our lives in a lot of ways, Kenny's and mine.
Well, and mine, because that's not something I would have expected would have happened the way it happened. I just wouldn't have expected it. Loved it, but you never can predict what's going to happen. So,
You can't, but it was meant to be, and I'm glad to be part of that too. I'm glad to be
thank you,
part of
love.
great things with great people.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I'm
I
glad that
agree.
this is happening. Words is my favorite Gibb Brothers song, and I'm just curious, like, have you seen each other in the last 4 decades? Because your chemistry on that song and camaraderie in the studio, it just seems like you've been best pals for the last 4 decades.
Well, we have been below the surface. I think we have been, and we just this is the business we're in. You don't get how many times do you meet an actor or interview an actor that didn't know the rest of the actors in the film. It's the nature of the business we're in. We don't get to see each other very much. It's hard to develop that kind of old pals type of thing, which I think we are. But we're more like alumni. We're more like alumni. And I often think about other artists that I've known for that many years as part of a club, part of how certain things came about in the music industry, and that I'm proud of, you know, just being
I
a
think
part of
too.
that. It's not easy.
I think too, when you're musical, when you write, and when
Yeah,
you're really true artists, when you truly are true artists that write and sing and really feel it, not just in it for the
Yeah.
business. I think
Yeah.
you are friends on a soul level. There's a creative kinship that you just feel, just like how country people or
It's
country
just there anyway.
people,
Yeah.
that culture, you're there, you're
Yeah.
just kind of there. So I think that it's, you just connect and you know each other. You feel like you know that
That's right.
person.
So it's the same as
You
friendship
feel
in a
when you're
way.
sitting there laughing and joking,
Yeah.
you already know them. You know them through their songs. You know them through the words of their songs. You
Yeah.
know them through the love that you've had for them and all of your thoughts and feelings about them through the years. So it's easy for people to think that
Yeah.
Barry and I have been friends all our lives, and in a way,
Yeah.
we have been.
Because of what we have in common, which is
Yeah,
the love of a song, the love of a great
and
song.
appreciating each other's work through the years.
Yeah, exactly that.
Also very accomplished songwriters that have wrote the soundtrack to so many of our lives. But Dolly, with the song
Wow.
Words, what was there a connection to the song, or Barry, did you approach her saying, this is a song I'd like you to do?
No, no, I didn't. I've often said that I never asked any performer what they'd like to sing. And so I left that as an organic thing, your choice. There's always going to be a song in there somewhere. And there's already a song I'm thinking about for Dolly, but I can't tell her yet because I don't know when she's going to be available.
For volume 2 of Greenfields?
Yes, for volume 2, absolutely.
Okay. Well, I chose the song because I had the whole list of their songs, the Bee Gees songs, and they said I could have my choice of whatever I wanted to sing. So I chose Words because I always loved that song, and I used to sing it in my shows, and sometimes I would, sing it and did
It says so much.
country version of it.
Yeah.
It says a lot, but it's a beautiful melody, and it fit my voice really good, and the
Yes, it does.
style. It had that tenderness and that emotion where I could sing it with my little Appalachian vibrato,
And you
as
did.
Barry calls it, and
And you
it just fit me, and I just loved the song, and I just thought it was the perfect one.
Well, thank you.
And I love his voice, and when he sang it, I used to sing it all the time with him. When the record was out, I would sing along with it. I would sing the harmonies, and I would sing. So I knew the song. I loved it as if it was one of my own. So that
thank
one
you,
was an
darling. Thank you.
easy one for me to pick.
Did you practice his vibrato?
What?
Pardon me?
Did you practice his vibrato, Dolly?
No,
Dolly
I have plenty of my
she doesn't
own.
need to practice
But I tell you though, singing with Barry though is like singing with Willie Nelson. You don't try to match them. You just sing with them because
that's how I
you're
felt
never
with
going to
you.
hit it. You're never going to hit it the same way. Like
No,
singing with Willie. I told Willie he was singing with something I did, and I thought I could sing like I thought I could catch him because I have that unusual style.
That's
myself.
right.
It's a whole nother world. I told him, I said, well, you better send me a sack of whatever you're smoking because I can't match you on that one. I didn't know what Barry was smoking, but I just went in and I just.
Well, it wasn't a
I
sack.
just started smoking. Wasn't a whole sack of it. It wasn't.
No, that's so hard to get.
But truly though, I just really went in and I just started singing, and our voices just are the way we sing. We do both have those little twirls, but they match so good together, I thought.
Well, I was a nervous
We
wreck.
just sang.
Dolly's very open to it. I like it. I don't know if you'll be able to answer this in 2 minutes, but I'm a rookie in the marriage compared to you both. I've been married 5 years. I love my husband, moon and back. But you both, I've always heard 2 words to describe you both: humble and gracious. Do you think the fact that maybe you both have spouses you've been married to for 50 plus years that aren't right in that spotlight has kind of helped you with dealing with fame? Like, are they telling you to take the trash out, do the dishes?
Yeah, well, my husband and I, we live in 2 separate worlds together, but it's a wonderful thing. It's like we are totally different personalities, but we just blend so. But there's a great respect with us. We don't argue, we don't hoop and holler. We just kind of know how we are. But I think a lot of it has to do with respect. And we are gracious. If he needs to take it out, I say take it out. If he tells me to do something, I do it. So we're just kind of in there doing what we're supposed to do. And somebody says, how do you make a marriage last that long? I said, you stay gone.
Well, I still bring the laundry downstairs if I have to. She just tells me. Bring the laundry down.
You throw it over the banister.
Right.
Oh.
Something like that.
Well, thank you both for your time today. Congratulations on the success. And again, happy belated birthday. I can't wait for Volume 2. And thank you for all the songwriting you've given us all over the years. Have a wonderful day to you both.
Thank you, Don.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dolly. That was fantastic.
It's
work.
only words.